How do we even get ourselves in this situation? Welcome back to another poker vlog. We're back at Maryland Live Casino for another 1-3 no limit cash game session. As always, I'm breaking down every hand I play. Everything you're about to see is real. So fasten your seatbelts because things are about to get crazy. Let's come on in and find a seat. We're starting things off in the cutoff and we pick up ace 10. In this situation, I like to raise it up. So let's make it $12 to go. The button calls the $12. It folds over to the big blind and he also calls the $12. With over 35 bucks in the pot, let's see a flop. Flop comes 4-3 king rainbow. We didn't flop much here. However, the big blind thinks for a little bit and then he checks. This looks like a great opportunity to bluff, so we bet out $15, hoping to just take it down right here. The button and the big blind both fold fairly quickly and we take down a small pot here. We fold a few hands this orbit until we finally get a hand in the small blind. We get ace 10 once again. I must say, it's a very nice hand. Very nice hand indeed. 3 people called $3 in front of us, so now we raise it big to $25. Our buddy across from us thinks and thinks for a long time, and then he finally makes a decision. He just goes all in for $125. It quickly folds around to me, and I'm ready to see what this guy has. We make the call with our ace 10, and now it's time to run out the whole entire board. What's gonna happen? Flop comes 7-5-6, turn 4, and river deuce. This board is not good for us and doesn't help us at all. We are probably gonna lose this one, guys. Then he tells me he flips over queen jack offsuit for queen high, and we win this big pot with just ace high. Woohoo! By the way, I run a friendly online game for people that watch the vlog. More on that later if you're interested. For this next hand, we are in the low jack and we pick up pocket nines. One person calls $3, then it folds to us and we raise to $15. It folds around to our friend in the small blind and he decides to re-raise to $35. It folds back around to me and we just go all in for 200 bucks. Unfortunately, the small blind just snap folds to our all in. So we just take down the pot right here, right now. Not bad. A few hands later, there's a straddle to $6 and we are in the cutoff and pick up pocket queens. A premium. I can't believe it, guys. One person calls the $6 straddle and then it folds around to us. It's our time to shine. We raise to $25. It folds around to our buddy in the straddle and he makes the call. The low jack thinks for a bit and then he also throws in the call. This is already a big pot with almost $80 in it. We are 3 ways and going to a flop. The flop comes 7-deuce-5 with 2 diamonds. We got a diamond, so that's pretty good. The straddle checks. Then the low jack checks. Now it's our turn and we are gonna bet. We throw out 50 bucks and the straddle doesn't think very long until he throws in the call. The low jack thinks for a bit, then folds. The pot is getting huge now, guys. This is scary. We need a good turn. The turn is an ace. Definitely not what we wanted to see. And to make matters worse, the straddle bets out $75. That ace is a really bad card for us. We can't just fold pocket queens right here, especially against this guy. We make the call. The pot's over $300 now, guys. And the river comes a 5. The straddle checks, and we are also happy to check it back. And now it's time to show down. He flips over ace 3 offsuit for top pair with the ace. We get the bad news, and we reluctantly toss the pocket queens into the muck. In this next hand, we are in the hijack, and we get king jack offsuit, one of my favorite hands. Somehow, this hand always works out for us. One guy calls the 3, and it folds to us. We raise to $15. Fold, 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 fold. Everyone just folds, and we just take this one down pre-flop. Not a bad result. We haven't really had any good hands in a while, but now we're in the low jack, and we finally look down at 6-3 of spades. An absolute premium. It folds to us, nobody wants to play, so I make it 15 bucks. Fold, 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 and fold again. But at last, the big blind makes the call. The pot is over 30 bucks, so it started to get big. Let's see a flop. And it comes 8, 10, 3 with a spade and 2 hearts. Nice! We flopped a pair. It's hard to make a pair. The big blind checks, so we are gonna make a bet of $15 again. The big blind makes the call. The pot's over $60 now, and here comes the turn. It's a 6 of hearts. Woohoo! 2 pair! It does complete a flush, and we don't have any hearts. We're scared of the flush. But we have 2 pair. The big blind decides to bet out $35. And there's no way we are going anywhere with this one. We make the call. We need a clean river now. Let's see. What is it? And it is a 2 of spades. Wow, just about the best river card we could have asked for. The big blind doesn't slow down. He bets out again, this time for only 25. We got a pretty nice hand here, and I don't really see much value in raising here, so we just call the $25. It's time for the showdown, and the big blind flips over 10-9 offsuit for top pair. We go ahead and flip over our 2 pair and take down this humongous pot. And hey, if you want to play online in a private invite-only club, head over to ChrisPokerVlog.com and request an invite. It's free to apply. It's just good vibes and good action. Wrapping up the session, we are in the cutoff and get king jack offsuit again. Our favorite hand again. Everyone is folding real quick, and it gets to me. We raise it up to $12. It folds around, and just the small blind calls the $12. It's time for a flop, and it comes 9, 5, deuce, rainbow. The small blind checks, and I want to take this thing down, so we bet $15. And the small blind thinks for a bit, and unfortunately makes the call. Now we are scared. We got nothing. Just stupid king high. The turn comes a queen, and that might be a good card for us. The small blind checks again, and we decide to bluff again by betting $25. And this time, he folds! Let's go! After that hand, we didn't really get any more playable hands, so we decided to get out of here. That's a wrap on today's session, folks. Made some good reads, took a few hits, but overall, not a bad day. We bought into the game for $400 and cashing out for $604. So we got another 200 profit session on our hands, guys. After the session, we went out for some oxtail soup as a reward for another grueling session. If you're liking the content, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which hand you would have played differently. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.